So this morning, we are continuing in our study through the book of Genesis. We've been here for several months now, and we're going to be here through August. And before we dig into the text this morning, I want to paint a picture for you. Just recently, Holly and I celebrated our 9-year wedding anniversary, which is nuts. Like, everybody has told us how the years fly by. 9 years just went by in the blink of an eye. In fact, it's been 11 with our dating relationship too. And next time you see Holly, give her a big hug and just applaud her for her patience, for staying with me for 11 years, like nuts. And man, Holly and I were just sitting on the couch one night and we're looking through our phones at our photo apps, just reliving the last 9, really 11 years together. And I mean, so many different memories coming to mind. But the pictures that we found ourselves camping out on the most were the pictures that just took us back to the moment in which we got to hold each of our daughters for the very first time. The moment where we held Madison, our very first little baby, and then 3 years later, getting to hold her little sister, Lucy. And if I think about it too long, I'll start to cry because Madison's almost 5 and she starts school soon and like, we'll never make it through this sermon. But here's the deal. I remembered in this moment, and if you've held a newborn or a baby, like you know this, there's this beautiful reflex that babies have. This picture of an open palm, an open hand, and if you were to take a finger or a couple fingers and place it there in their palm, you know this if you've held a baby, fingers will just wrap around and grip you and hold you tight. For my science people in the room, it's a reflex called the Palmar grasp reflex. You know, every single one of us as human beings are born with this. It's like hardwired into us. And I think it's a beautiful just picture of who God is and just the relational intimacy that he's created between us and him and between kids and their parents. Like, what a picture at such a fragile age of, hey, I'm your dad or I'm your mom and I am here with you and just hold on to me tight. Like, I will care for you and provide for you and hold you. It's a beautiful picture. But eventually what happens is that reflex goes away, but the grasping for things doesn't stop, right? Like all of a sudden you have to start baby-proofing your house because you have toddlers running everywhere trying to get into cabinets and things that could harm them. And so all of a sudden you start putting up baby gates and things that really are adult-proof as much as they are baby-proof. And what I love about that picture of just this intimate reflex of holding on versus grasping that has become conscious and kind of driven by selfish will and motive is this picture. I really believe this. We are a grasping people, right? When you think about it, like we reach, we try to secure, we position and maneuver and orchestrate to make sure we get what we want in life, or we don't lose what we're afraid of losing, or we're desperately convinced that I need this in my life to satisfy my desires, whether it be comfort or status or recognition. So I grasp and make a name for myself and a plan and an alignment to get what I want for me to feel good about things. It's this picture, if you think about it, of this toddler that has this self-will now and is just grasping for everything left and right that catches their eye or finds a desire in their heart. And whether we recognize it or not, like that is really the picture of what this is. It's grasping, whether it be around career or family or relationships or goals or dreams or aspirations. The Bible fundamentally paints kind of two different ways in which a human life can be oriented. And it's found in this picture of either open hands that are there to receive from God, placed within us to grasp around, right? Trusting, receiving, believing God for who he says he is and what he has for us and his model and his definition of what life looks like and how we're to walk with him. Or there's the way of grasping, of these clenched fists of, well, I know what I need for my life. I know what will satisfy me, what will fill the holes and the desires in my heart, that will bring a sense of stability. And so you know what? I'm gonna strive and I'm gonna orchestrate and I'm gonna reach and I'm gonna take, because if I don't do it, it may not become reality in my life. These pathways of surrender and receiving versus grasping for things on our own. And most of us, we know this, we ultimately bounce between the two. But if we're being honest, some of us have built these whole patterns of relating to and working and striving entirely around this idea of grasping. And today, as we continue through the book of Genesis, what we're gonna see is we're gonna study the life of a man whose whole character and whole decision-making mindset is built around this idea of grasping.